Oh, hello YouTubers and all those who happen to watch. Well, tired as hell, I haven't slept yet at all. Went to go see my niece's Olympics she attended to. She went to go do. Came back home, put some dinner in the refrigerator so I can eat it at some later point. I found a cord to plug in the 360 laying literally on top of my bed where I was going to aim my body into collapsing into fortitude of hibernation for at least a couple hours. And a miracle somewhat happened, and somewhat I don't know what happened because I can't quite break down the process of how or see if this could work or not, because I think I might have repaired the DVD drive. I believe it's a laser issue. I can probably buy it, ask my dad to put it in for me, and peaches and cream. You know, it's probably just the laser. It's probably the issue with the disc. But I've got debut video capture software up right now, so you guys can see me work its magic. Because if I can get this Xbox to work, the only thing I would need for it is a controller, which I need right now anyway, really bad. I need a controller for this, like literally really bad, because one of the main reasons is that I can't see if it's working or not because of the brew that they put into this boots up rather than a normal Xbox. So I have to go through the menus to see if this works or not. But I might have fixed it, perhaps. It's probably just, again, I could probably just need to buy a new laser part, slide it on put on the slider, connect everything, make sure it works. You know, obviously a little bit of soldering, blah blah blah. Get that to work and see if that works. But you know, I put a demonstration game in, Burnout Revenge. Seeing this does not work for the backwards capabilities for the original, the Xbox 360. I was kind of upset because I started on the list for backward compatible games, being Revenge. I went to go buy it. I looked again on the list. It was gone, and I couldn't play the game. And I have a copy of this just sitting in my freaking room. So, you know, I have the original Xbox here now, and hopefully if it works, I can probably play the damn thing. If not, my brother could probably score a copy of Revenge. Who knows? Maybe a little trade-in me and he can do. I don't really know. Okay, so first things first, this right here is my debut. This is what I use when I always repair or test out my consoles or games or anything in between. This right here is my mess of Magic the Gathering cards and all that. Because all geeks had to have a big pile of cards, yo. But here's the CD-ROM drive. The console is plugged in. No controller though. Maybe I can get some money together and buy a new controller, or a used controller at EB Games or something. I don't know. Then I could do a trade-in, try to get trade in a couple games to get a stupid controller. That's all I really need. That and a memory card. All right. So to make this operate through this homebrew, you obviously press the bottom button to power on the console. We're gonna open up the tray instead, which I never really understood that. Why was the open button? I mean, it did power on the console, but why was it bigger than the actual shut off and shut on operation switch? I never understood that. All right, you see that powers on. That goes on. Discs in to show you the disc isn't scratched or anything, because someone probably suggest that, but I'll show you guys this disc is in mint shape, so that would not be the issue. But as you guys can see, This is a home-brewed Xbox. Has all kinds of little goodies in this little thing, but alright, so now we're going to close this. I can hear it working. Is it going to work? Is this going to work? It sees the disk. It sees the disk, guys. It sees it, but can I access it? No! Okay, screensaver, you little cock tease. See, I would love to actually show you the game, but I don't got a controller! So, it did see the disk. It did see the disk. So this Xbox does have some hope. I fiddled around with the darn thing. A thing I tried. This is what Luke suggested as well. I know I mentioned Luke every other freaking video, but you know, that guy's just one hell of a dude. So he suggested, well, he suggested this because he saw a bit of it. I'll show you the bit. What I'm referring to. It's still like that, obviously. This part right there is pushed up. But I took some screws from the other parts of the console, just took them out and just placed them in there. They're not exactly the right fit for these, so you know, those aren't the right fit for this. Because obviously I could just pull this off right now, and you know, I'd obviously be in some turmoil because the CD-ROM will go crazy. But if it saw that disc, you guys see it. You guys seen it. Recognize that disc. If I can get a controller and get this to work, I might have a working Xbox console sitting right beside me. Only problem I would have to do, obviously, is, you know, get some screws, reinforce everything down in the console, put the disk drive where it's supposed to be, and I'll have a working Xbox. Obviously, I'll have to bang this in a little bit, have a hammer and just, you know, put this in, flatten it out, screw it down, and this beast would be working, you know. But I took some advice to what Luke said, though. I put a couple screws down for dead weight, even though it's really, these screws are not even heavy at all. I made it so that way it secured this bit down. That was, I think, was the problem with this CD-ROM. But I could, of course, all this speculation or this theory could be totally abstract and wrong, because it could be because I, well, I'm screwed. I need to buy a new laser for this. It probably can't read this game. And of course, I'll need to buy a new Xbox, or just buy a new Xbox and put the hard drive into another one, so I'll have a homebrew. Of course, if that will work, I'm not sure. Should work though. Just, you know, unplug it, plug it in, blah blah blah. Just look up a little guide online, get it working properly. Damn, my nails look like they're in mint condition. Look at that. See that pink? That means your nails are healthy. Look at that pink. That's glorious. A little bit of dirt there. I gotta clean that out. Get a little filing today. Fabulous. No. Okay. So, other than that, somewhat of good news for this Xbox. If I can get it working, I got an Xbox on my shoulders. My brother will be happy. Luke will be happy. And all the little peasants from Whoville will be like, woohoo! But the only problem is I don't have a damn controller, so I'll be looking at this shiny screensaver for a while now. Unless, of course, I can magically poop out a controller. But other than that, take it easy, guys. Power this off.